the sketchy overlay. I'm working on it.
But yeah, I guess this is NVZ Risc. This is this is a really funny matchup because this is like one of the most like I feel like this is a really like not the matchup itself but more the vibe of this match. Feels like very 2023 Netherlands melee, two mid-tiers going head to head.
Yeah, the modern age.
The one thing I can tell people about this match, like when it comes to like prior context, is that I remember looking at the Yoshi Discord yesterday when pool seating was finalized, and NVZ was posting in the DK matchup channel saying, "Yo, what the fuck do you do about DK?" And he seemed to get some decent tips. I didn't read them because I'm not playing in pools and therefore don't have to deal with playing against a DK.
Yeah, why would you?
It's definitely an experience, I can imagine. Because obviously Yoshi is not exactly the character that's the best at approaching, but the one big thing that Yoshi has over DK, besides just being fast and having a forward-facing approaching option and all of those positive attributes, is the fact that he can edge guard DK to shit, basically.
Oh, really?
Because you can basically just you can get clipped by up B, which is kind of annoying, but there's definitely many options to try and get him off, since you can just try and maybe space around the up B with a down tilt, or try to gimp it with a down B, shit like that. There's many things you can do, and obviously DK is giga combo food, as you can see there. DK basically just gets up aired 6 times in a row, and it's really rough. The problem is just that DK can kind of do the same thing, and as a Yoshi player, you might be inclined to try and double jump armor or try to reversal one of those bears. And I think it happened earlier already in this game that you will just get bared again, and then your double jump's gone, and then you get bared again, and then you die. It's not great. So it's definitely there are definitely some kind of reflexive type Yoshi things that you have to kind of unlearn when dealing with this huge ape. But Risc is making it work. Risc is just barely. Oh no! Oh, he dies at 46 off stage. That is actually tragic. And now he's kind of stuck in a combo. Manages to roll out of it, but Risc still behind. And this is the position that Yoshi really likes to be, is being ahead last stock and being able to kind of try to double jump armor your way and reversal your way to victory. He's kind of getting hit by these weird stray hits, which is kind of evening it up, which is not ideal, but I mean, he got the good little jab reset there, got the nair. It's 90%. This is kind of scary for Risc because basically any slightly strong hit will lead towards an edge guard. But Risc is just getting these little small hits in, and NVZ needs to find an option to get the win here, so that he doesn't have to deal with non-double jump armor melee later. Because as I do not know the double jump armor percents for DK, but there's double jump armor right there. 120 does not manage to climb to top flat, and this is very close. 120, 120. Both characters basically have their bread and butter moves will just send off stage. Oh, but instead it's an up air. Doesn't really lead to another hit though. It's way too high percent for that back air. Grounded up E. And NVZ on the ledge, kind of scary. Doesn't have a really good way to get out of it.
Why is this so close?
Yeah, just up. I mean, it's a really, they're pretty evenly matched. And it's quite scary. Yoshi obviously lives a lot longer as long as Risc doesn't get a strong hit in. Oh, and then the second hit of down smash closes it out.
You know which movie this reminds me of? Godzilla versus King Kong.
Sure. Fair enough.
Godzilla took a bite.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
this is not grand finals, by the way. Sorry for that.
So we're now going Risc NVZ, not game 2. My brain is reading what's on the screen as opposed to actually describing what's happening. It's game 2. Going FD makes sense. Obviously, Yoshis love themselves some platforms. This isn't the greatest, or it's kind of awkward a little bit for Risc, because this is basically it's kind of similar with Peach, where you kind of like going to FD, you kind of sacrifice like neutral. You're gonna like lose neutral a lot more because you don't have a lot of the double jump armor, or sorry, the shield drops, the platform movement that you would want. But on the other hand, there are no platforms to save you if you get juggled by up Bs. So it's like, it's scary, but obviously, you know, you could basically just sit there bearing for like a year long. And if you ever, you know, get like a donkey punch, a charged donkey punch on Yoshi, like there's a very big chance that he's just toast. So it's obviously definitely a good pick. Finally getting the closeout on that stock. NVZ still playing from behind. Manages to just run all the way across stage, get that neutral B in. These fairs are a bit scary because he's basically trying to like kind of make it. Oh, nice down tilt. Doesn't get the kill off of it. You kind of want to try and get early kills against DK in this position since it's like the main weakness. Little double jump armor to make it back onto stage, but Risc just seeming just kind of comfortable enough in the neutral game to not really fall, or not to let NVZ really get too far back. NVZ on a little bit of a tear. Doesn't quite send him off stage though. Just gets a lot of %, which is good because it means that basically, because then Nair will just start sending off stage, and at that point, you should be able to get an edge guard whenever. He was going a bit too hard on that one, trying to get the charge up smash. Charge forward smash! Alright, that does actually end up killing. But this is 130% Yoshi, which, I mean, he does get a down tilt, gets a knockdown. These rolls are very fast though. It's very hard to catch these DK tech rolls. Ooh, yeah. That's what's kind of rough. Or kind of, this is just scary, is that, yeah, like, on FD, you don't really have, like, a platform to really mix up your approaches like that. And you're like, oh, it's a front-facing DK, you know. It'll be fine. And then, yeah, the donkey punch comes through, it's fully charged, and it just rocks your shit. It is actually quite close. NVZ has actually quite clawed this back. As long as he doesn't take too much damage from this. Gets the down smash. Off stage situation, just holds or rolls off ledge. Good stuff. Showing a slight understanding of how DK's recovery works. It's definitely, it's not really quite the character that can just like fade back. It's not like Falcon. Like you just kind of, you drop. It's very predictable. Ooh, that back air hits, and that's gonna be that. It's gonna be 1-1, all tied up. These two players feeling very, very comfortable against one another. It's gonna be FOD. Definitely, you know, one of the more go-to floaty stages. Can be kind of awkward for Yoshi and just many of these like platform movement kind of reliant characters to play on FOD, since the changing platform heights can sometimes mess you up a little bit. Like you don't know when, you just don't know when like up smashes or up tilts will hit you, or like when you can get caught by certain stuff. So it's a bit awkward, but it's still definitely the floaty choice to go, and definitely as usual, you're like obviously DK gains literally nothing from the lower floor of FOD, while Yoshi gains a lot. So.
From the lower floor, Yoshi gains a lot?
Well, he gains more than DK does, because DK does nothing with his recovery.
That's true.
That's true. And Yoshi, while having, a double jump for a recovery, at least has a really high double jump. So you get something from it.
In that sense, yeah.
And obviously it's DK who likes killing off the top. Because the up air change. Gets a trade off.
Was that worth it? I guess
I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. I think
stock lead is better if it's lower stocks.
Yeah. I definitely think also that just getting rid of Yoshi stocks is better. Like getting just rid of Yoshi stocks in general, I think is very valuable. Just so that you don't have to deal with the more CC percent stocks they have left.
Yeah.
Like that's like a really big
That
value
too.
for
Yeah,
Yoshi.
yeah.
So I feel like in that sense, the trade is definitely like
Good decision,
beneficial. But also was funny. So you know, and I
That's
mean,
also what we're here for. The funny.
exactly.
Yeah.
All right, nice. That's the one thing that kind of sucks about FOD is that you can't, like, it's harder to kill off the top with Yoshi. And, like, especially with DK, like, you can get so many up airs off. And I'm not sure if NVZ, like, is, like, super comfortable about knowing when to, like, try and sneak in an air. Like, maybe, like, do a couple up airs and then maybe try to, like read, like, a double jump and end it with a nair off stage.
Ooh. Killed Yoshi off the top.
Yep.
That's hard.
Last stock for NVZ. You kind of need to try and blow up this stock real fast, because the more percent you let Risc put on your stock, like the worse the final stock of this match is going to be for you. It's a good start. Catching it with some shield drops. Ooh, that's so scary.
Oh, good light shield.
Needs to try and get some of these, read these like high uppies that Risc is doing, because he's just kind of being let on stage for free. NVZ not really knowing what to do off stage.
I thought it was going to be a cargo throw.
All right. That does not kill just yet, because DK is one thick
That's
boy.
invincible. That head.
All right.
Nice. Okay.
82%. I think he can like maybe double jump armor like maybe 1 or 2 more back airs, but after that, like he's gonna have to just win this in neutral without like any armor, which is gonna be quite difficult. He's already off stage. It's already quite scary. Opts for the up air, so that does let NVZ actually live. Get some damage off that egg. Gonna do it again.
Gimmicking. Does it work?
It's hard to like get an extra hit off of it, especially on low percent, and then gets clipped by that back air, and it's gonna be Risc going winning 2-1.
Let's see.
Which I believe would give Risc the 2nd seed in his pool.